Hi, I'm NightShade, and that's my mom.
Hello, I'm Sophie, and that's my daughter.
This is going to be a read for Virgo.
All right. We are both using the Deviant Moon. Oh, I've got the Page of Wands.
That's the two of Wands.
It's the Page of Wands.
Oh, it is. Hey, so it is.
Page
Looks
of
a lot like
Wands.
the High Priestess.
My eyesight was not out of place this time. All right, we are both using the Deviant Moon Tarot. Remember, time is fluid. When you see this, is when you're meant to see it. He, she, he, girl, boy, male, female. Doesn't matter. Switch it back and forth.
Kitties, puppies.
I know. Could be
Roosters
kitties,
or
puppies. And if it resonates with you, grab a hold of it with both hands. If it doesn't, let it slip right through. It's just not your read and not meant for you at this time. Though you might come back to it later. You never know. You might hear enough to say, oh, I remember that somewhere. Temperance.
Wow.
Temperance. Temperance. That's a Sagittarius on the table there. We are reading for a Virgo.
I got 4 cups.
Boredom. Taking it in your stride. Virgo, what's going on? Let's have some more cards here and see what is going on for Virgo. Virgo. I like Virgos.
Why are you so disinterested? I mean, there's, whatever it is, a lot of work has gone into it. And we're just like 2 cards into it. So there's a King of Swords and now I've got 4 Wands. There's somebody that's putting work into something, and then there's somebody who's like, I really don't care about any of it. Which one are you, Virgo?
The Nine of Pentacles.
Oh, I like her. She's one of my favorite Nine of Pentacles.
I know it. She's just like adorable, isn't she?
Yeah,
I mean,
she is.
really. Look at those 2 legs. One's on a spindle of some sort. Looks like a little wheel. And the other one's in a high heel. I mean, wouldn't you like to walk up on her on a street? I mean, seriously. She's just adorable. And she's walking. Did you notice? She's walking her little pet. She's walking her pet right
That's
there.
her little pet.
Yes. Huh? Good for her. Good for her.
All right, I got the Knight of Cups and the Empress. Okay, so what the heck?
Have we got Virgo on the table before here?
No. Ace of Cups. I gotta take it. These are flipping now. It's like, what? This is,
All right, Virgo is an earth sign, a pinnacle. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn.
yeah, you're that earth established, nice, and, you know, you can really make things, beautiful, which fits perfect that 9 of Pentacles next to that 4 of Wands.
Well, oh, let's see.
I got one. 7 of Pentacles now.
Oh, I've got the 7 of Swords
Huh.
in a row there. The 7 of Pentacles and the 7 of Swords. Don't be foolish, whatever it is.
Huh.
Don't be showing out. I see a little showing off here, showing your skills off. You've been working hard.
Yeah, because Virgo always seems to have skill. They're so practical. They're so analytical. They can do all that practical earth stuff that some of us can't do. There's 6 swords. You can see the swords there. Look at that. That is Moving
That's
on
a
to better things.
traveling card. Moving on.
What in the world is that 7 there for?
Alright.
That 7 of Swords. That is just, it's not a good time to do any of that stuff.
No, really.
It's not a good time to do.
Oh no. I don't know if this is a she or he, but they're kind of freaky looking. Look at those
Yeah.
collarbones or whatever that is right there. And look under the arm and oh my goodness. And look at that Adam's apple. Oh my goodness. You poked that Adam's apple right out of that throat.
That is just a really weird predicament to be in.
Yes, it is. But I don't know if it's of their own making, though.
It has to be.
Okay, we're starting out with temperance.
There's such a sense of apathy. There's so much work that goes into something, right? Because that's what this is. And I know this is not a big, huge work card, but like they say, the difference between poison and medicine is in the dose.
Right.
This is a person who knows how to precisely measure that stuff out. That takes education, that takes understanding, that takes knowing, that takes deliberation. You know, this is a card of moderation, frugality, deliberation, making sure you don't get carried away with things. Because in essence, that's what tarot is about. If you don't get carried away and you look at things with a sound mind, and you don't get carried away, you can usually see what it's saying and apply it to yourself so that you can understand things easier in a better, more grounded way. This just right next to that speaks to me of like apathy. I don't care. I don't want to hear it. There's the King of Swords. There's your sharp thinker. I don't want to hear it. I don't care.
Been there, heard it, don't want to hear it again.
And I've got my house, I've got my money, I've got my boots, like you said.
Got my wife, I've got my husband, whatever it is, your other half.
I like my life.
So leave it alone. Then we've got the Knight of Cups, the Empress, Ace of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, and 7 of Swords. Oh my goodness. What are we talking? The Empress is... Well, let's see. Let's put a few more cards on the table and see what Virgo is doing. Our Virgo spouse is doing. Someone connected to Virgo or Virgo.
Ooh, goodness.
Oh my goodness, let's see what we've got. Oh my, 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 my. All right. Oh. Death. I love this death card. Death under the Empress. The Ace of Pentacles. Under the Ace of Cups. The Ten of Wands. And strength. Strength, strength, strength. Oh my goodness. You've got a bunch of stuff going on here, don't you? In fact, you don't know which way to go. You're wanting to go somewhere. You're wanting to I'm tempted to say, we'll see what some more cards say, but I'm tempted to say you're wanting to end your marriage.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, good. I'm glad I'm not the only one that saw that. You're wanting to end your marriage. You're wanting
because you
to
think
leave.
There's so much more love out there.
You're bored. It's stale. All you do is work and come home, work and come home, work and come home, work and come home. You're bored, it's stale.
Look at that, 9 cups. And you want to take...
Even though you're bored and complacent about it all, you feel like it's all heavy. You feel like you're drowning in it. You feel like you're being pushed down. You feel like you're spinning your wheels. You're working, coming home, going back to work. I don't know. You're tired of it all, and now you're wanting something else.
Yeah, definitely. Well, you've already gotten
Your eye on.
propositioned, let's say that much. You've already gotten propositioned, so you've had a little taste, because it looks like you followed through on whoever the proposition was. So you've gotten a little taste of what is
outside the marriage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and now you are just, no, not going to do it. I'm bored, just like you said. It's a lot harder than you think it is, though. I can tell you, you don't know much. This seems like a very, I'm going to say it, sorry, but that's what this is saying. This is a very spoiled person, okay? So whether this is Virgo or Virgo's other half, it's a very spoiled person who does not realize not everybody has a big, beautiful house, a fancy schmancy car, tons of money to go do, you know, several vacations a year, doesn't have all of the things that this person seems to have gotten in this marriage. They've been very pampered and very taken care of, and they're like, yeah, and in exchange for that, they've given up what they consider this great, huge amount of love, romance, and all kinds of stuff in their life. So now they're thinking, I just want some dangerous love, some fun, danger love, and you're actually kind of
you're being manipulated.
Yeah, because of it. Because these kind of people are easy to spot for sure.
Yeah. The Two of Wands. Mm-hmm. Isn't that Wands?
Yeah.
Yes. And the Three of Wands.
So, especially with this, oh my goodness, this is driving me nuts. The strength underneath that Seven of Swords is like, you have no idea.
You've had it this way for so long where everything's just sitting there waiting for you when you come home. And you don't know what it's really like. You got a little touch of excitement.
So whether this is you, Virgo, or you're the person that you're married to in a relationship or whatever, it's like you just did not realize it was going to be this hard. You're very, I got the Nine of Wands after that, so I'm going to put it down here. This is why I'm getting this too, because off that Ten of Wands and strength, now it's like this. I think this is going to be more of a shock and awe moment for you. In this deck, this Nine of Cups seems more like a shock and awe card to me than it does like a grantor of wishes. Although, you know, I have done readings where it comes in as like the grantor of wishes, but this one's saying you've made this kind of
the Queen of Swords,
self-made prison, yeah. And now you're coming back and you're gonna play like, you've set yourself up. You've set yourself up, and that's clear in that card. You set yourself up. You got really bored.
Yeah.
And now you're seeking all this excitement. You've got a taste of it. You want it. You're ready. You're going. You've done. Gone. You're out the door. And now it's like all this shock and awe of going.
Six of Wands. It's not going to be easy. You're going to find obstacles every way you turn.
But in making yourself the Queen of Swords, now people are... I tend to think this is going to be more for Crosswatcher. Simply because now the way that this person is coming in, the person that this reading is about, the person that has to deal with this person.
Yeah.
Now she is coming, this other person, whoever it is, male or female or whatever, the spoiled, pampered person that has everything and has now gone off to seek, I don't know, their own fortune or love, romance,
Love.
a big, huge thing. They want to take all this money with them, and it's like, well, you can't do that. Number one, so it's gonna be a rude awakening when they find out they're not gonna get all the money they want. They're gonna find out that it's not as easy as they think. They're gonna have to do a bunch of thinking, a bunch of planting, a bunch of work, a bunch of growing, a bunch of work put into
in
a
order to
brand
get
new
what they want.
relationship. Yeah,
The
money.
10 of Cups. You weren't planning on. You weren't even considering your family in all of this.
No, not at all.
Not at all. Whether
Whether
it's
you
just
had
a spouse
kids
or kids and a spouse or whatever it is, those were the least on your minds. You didn't even give it a thought.
And I think you're going to run into a crowd of people who you're going to be able to set off with your words. You're going to come and say, what am I trying to say here? I know this person, but I'm having a hard time articulating because, like I said, I'm a cup, I'm a double Cancer. Sometimes I don't have the right words for everything. But in this Queen of Swords right here, what this person has done is basically said, I take everything that's been given me. I take all of the good stuff that I've had. I take everything that is good in my life and throw it all away. Mm-hmm. And now I'm going to act like a, I don't want to say bitch. What do I want to say?
13-year-old in heat.
Well, and I'm thinking mean. Okay, look. This Six of Wands right here, this Queen of Swords is going to go find a bunch of other, I don't know, women or something just like this. Pampered, spoiled, rotten group of, who are going to raise him up, whatever, as a hero. Like you did. It's strange. This is a self-induced crisis. Right. Now.
Because you had it made.
Yes, you had it made.
You had it made.
You know, they say only boring people get bored. You didn't like your life. The apathy rose. You felt like you were untouchable. You wanted some down and dirty hotel room, dirty love. You wanted to be out. You wanted to be in it. There we go. We're talking the truth.
Speaking the truth.
You just wanted to be like
the Knight of Cups,
not the spoiled princess. You wanted to be
the Six of Pentacles,
like I don't know, the gangster's girlfriend, something like the complete opposite of whatever you have been for like the longest time. Like this person in the Tower, you did. So now you're thinking, I'll just divorce my husband, wife, whatever. I'll take all their money. Everything will be mine. I'm just going to move. I'm just going to get out of here. I'm going to go somewhere else. And now you're finding out it takes a huge amount
of work to do that. And you aren't taking everything.
No, you're not. And if you think you're just going to waltz out with everything simply because you think that you're the one in favor, or the courts are going to be in favor of you, or everyone's going to see you as the victim of some self-induced crisis. Well, yeah, guess what? There's going to be a group of people that's going to welcome you with open arms, and they're just as delusional as you are. So, again, I think we're speaking more towards the Crosswatcher.
Yeah.
Whoever did this to you thinks that they're just going to take whatever. So, like we said, it could be husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend. We don't know. However it works for you. This person has literally gone from a stable but boring life to a huge self-induced crisis of epic proportions.
Oh, it's all
has completely
self-induced.
Destroyed their life and the lives of the people in their family.
They got bored, obviously, and instead of trying to liven up what they had,
they just went out.
You can do that.
Yeah, like I said, only
they
boring
decided to
people
look elsewhere.
Get bored. Yeah, they decided to go somewhere else.
I know people don't stop and think. Maybe you're the one boring.
Maybe you're the boring one, yeah.
Maybe you're the one boring. Maybe your wife is bored to death of you. Mm-hmm. Have you done anything? Your wife, husband, have you done anything to liven up your marriage lately?
That's scary.
I mean,
that someone actually is going to be and you will be, you or the other party in this reading is going to be like welcome with open arms into a group of people that's just gonna raise them up and go, tell your story, tell everybody what's happened to you. You're such a victim. It's actually pretty gross.
But it's
to be
only
honest.
a small group of people that's going to do that.
Yeah, but it doesn't take very many to keep a
No,
delusion
for
going.
a person in this situation, in this frame of mind.
This is a delusional person
No.
who really actually thinks they're the victim of something. It's astounding. It's astounding.
Well, let's see. How's
And
it going
this
to
is a
turn
person
out
who
for
is going to
them?
have a lot of shock and awe when it comes to the amount of work that it takes to build what you had up here, down here with maybe this Knight. I don't know. You got double Knight of Cups here. So if you're thinking that this Knight of Cups has money to give you, even if they do, look, it's going to be this much of what they have.
I know it.
If you're going to be...
They're going to divvy it out at their pleasure.
So if you think this King of Swords person is, or if this is your other half that's left you, yeah, this is a crisis of conscience. This is a person who's at a stalemate with themselves and fighting
with your own self.
Their light and dark sides, they don't know anything. This is a person who's been so complacent and apathetic for so long, they've poisoned their own self. They've been watching way too much, I don't know, news and listening to too many other people. And it's had too much. Like, that's weird because I said that at the very beginning. The difference between medicine and poison is in the dose. This person just went apathetic. Something happened outside that made their life look like it was so terrible to them. For some strange reason, they've got this idea that their life is so hard and so terrible and so awful and so and they just kind of basically this is what Virgo did, or the other person with
you're gonna ride away without much money
with Virgo did. They just tossed everything aside and said, I'm so bored. Oh my God, I never get any attention. I never get anything. I'm just so I feel sorry for me. Life is so hard.
Well, it's not going to turn out the way you want. Yes, you're going to be put up on a pedestal,
by a
whatever,
few people, like
for
you
a
said,
while.
it's a small group.
For a while.
And
but that won't last.
And that's going to give you a sense of all of this is your weapon. You're going to be able to use it.
The fool.
You're actually going to fuel your fire with these people are going to fuel your fire with their agreement in your delusion.
You're acting the fool from the very beginning to the very end of this situation. It's not going to turn out happy for you.
No.
The King of Wands. It's not going to turn out happy for you. Your pleasures are going to be fleeting.
Very fleeting, exactly. Like I said, I'm going to go back to this one right here because we got double Knight of Cups. And right after her Knight of Cups down there, I got this. Look at that. There's not a lot to be had from the situation that you have now put yourself in. You are going to be as a ghost, as the dead, coming to others, begging for pennies. It's, where you could have done so much, I feel like, from them.
Attention.
Yeah. You were so put together and so inspiring.
You had
and then
it
all of a
all.
sudden you had some kind of weird, self-delusional, self-induced crisis. Okay, Virgo, don't take it personally. This may not be Virgo. If it's not you, Virgo, and whoever, I think if a Virgo is looking at this, 99.9% is going to go, that ain't got nothing to do with me. Because there's not very many people who are going to be in this phase of this, who are going to look at a reading and go, oh, that fits me so well.
No.
We
don't see that. We don't see this aspect of ourselves.
Exactly. Where this is going to be for somebody who's dealing with someone like this. So, like we always say, take it with a grain of salt. It may be a Virgo. It may not be a Virgo. If it fits your situation, you may be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, male, female. This could be a Virgo that you're dealing with, your Virgo other half, your Virgo spouse, male or female. We don't know. Remember,
if it's for the Crosswatcher, just remember, you're not at fault here. You're not at fault.
This is terrible because this person seems like they had so much going for them and everything seemed really grounded. It was a self-induced crisis. This means that there is an underlying emotional personality disorder, and this person needs help. And now it's coming out very clearly with the Fool. This person actually needs help because they're just going to keep going and going and going until they may, something terrible might actually happen to this person.
So, the Crosswatcher for this is actually sitting in a good position.
Yeah, you're in a good position.
You'll get your share of whatever is between y'all. And, if Virgo goes off and...
they're not going to get very much. They think that the grass is greener on the other side, which everyone always does.
Yes.
I always say charity begins at home, and nobody can remember that. Nobody can remember that. I don't mean nobody. There's a lot of people that do remember that. There's a lot of people who have really decent relationships. But this is a person who is having a complete self-induced crisis.
And that's too
and
bad.
She's over there just spraying her face and
I know.
Not giving two shits about anything over here. She's done checked out. She's like, whatever, Virgo. Virgo made Sophie have to put some lipstick on and spray her face with some.
I had to spray my face and put
special
some
stuff
lipstick on
to remind herself of her own internal beauty.
I know it. All right. We hope this helps somebody.
I know that's not going to help anyone.
Well,
it's going to make the Crosswatcher feel better. Hopefully, Crosswatcher, I find the most comfort in this card right here. This person is not going to get anything that they think they're going to get, and it's going to send them fa-la-la down the toxic river. The only place they're going with this 6 is down into that dump right there. So if that makes you feel any better, let's get real about it and say the person that is going to watch this is going to be the Crosswatcher dealing with the person that did this to them. It's a self-induced crisis by a crazy person who's in a delusional state right now. It's only going to get worse. You're going to do fine, and they're going to eventually just deteriorate.
Yeah.
Sorry, but good for you.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
So Virgos, go ahead and start leaving those messages down there. Y'all, it's a reading, so take it with a grain of salt.
I know it.
It's a reading.
It is a reading.
On the internet.
It's an internet reading done by 2 women
who don't know
on
you.
YouTube who don't know anybody or know anything.
We don't know y'all for real.
We read the cards. Take it with a grain of salt. If it resonates with you, fine. If it doesn't, it wasn't meant for you.
It wasn't meant for you.
All right. Please please subscribe to our channel. And, I mean, if you want to after we just called
exactly.
you. But anyway, and leave us a thumbs up, a comment, subscribe, all those things that you're supposed to say when you do a reading.
Yeah.
So until our next read, may your moons always be full. Bye-bye.
Bye.